Good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Stagger Leon. Merry Christmas, Merry Smithmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you want to call it. Today I'm doing a bit of a different video. Well, really, it's going to be the first video I've made in months, but anyway. I know TF2 isn't exactly like the biggest game on TF2, the biggest game on YouTube right now, but I decided okay, here's the backstory. I found an old video of me going over my old TF2 loadouts. And I was bored, see? So I was like, you know what, screw it, let's play around. It gives me a chance to test out some new hotkeys for OBS. It gives me a chance to show off some new stuff. And I'm doing this entirely because I'm bored. So, anyway, I have, compared to the original video that was never released, there have been some changes to my loadouts compared to then, including a bunch of new items. But I'll start from Scout all the way to Spy, going through all the different loadouts, all the different crap, even the taunts. I guess they all kind of share the same taunts. I'll even show a little bit of my backpack, because there's some special stuff that I'm not using right now. So anyway, first is... oh wait, I guess I kind of want to show this. I finally reached over 100 hours on demo. So this just kind of shows you how often I play each class. I don't know why I'm showing you this. Again, because I'm bored. Anyway. First is Scout. So it's just kind of like a standard, like, not really ninja, but more like, I guess like a street runner kind of loadout. And I decided to kind of match the colors because I got the paints from, like, they were either random drops or from, like, cases. So I decided, why not have a themed Scout avatar? And it does look pretty alright. I still got my old Scouter gun. I did recently get all 5 of the poker night, the inventory items, so I've been using those quite plentifully. And then I recently made this, probably one of the best items I've made in recent times. Yeah, she's a conscientious objector called Magic. She's got that amazing icon. I think I have... I do have this, which was like my first attempt at making, or using the decal on a conscientious objector, and it didn't really work out. I couldn't get the color right. But now I got this, so I just beat people over the head with that. Yeah. B is like my actual avatar I use. I did have to change out the shirt because originally this loadout did have the wipeout wraps, but then I painted them purple in order to match this friggin' sweet ninja hood. So I improvised by using this imprint, and I say it looks pretty good. I'm probably gonna switch it out for like the runner or the flapjack. But for now, this looks pretty good. And yeah, not lime green. Inaudibly green. I think it's a bit better. Lime is just kind of overrated. I do have my original soda popper, which I've had this damn thing for... I crafted this like... This is 4 years. But it's been more like 7 years, because I crafted this damn thing, I think back when I first started playing TF2, which was back in 2014. So I decided, since I had it for so long, I'd spruce it up, and managed to get a Sheen Mean Green Pro Kill Streak Soda Popper. I would have gone, like, if I could, I'd make it strange. I wish there was a Strangifier for the Soda Popper, but unfortunately not. Yeah, it matches too, because it's green, which goes with the unusual and the paint, so that's nice. I do also have this Festivized Fish. Anyway, C is a sort of Santa loadout. It's what I usually use for, like, Smithmas or the Christmas season. I actually got this Lavender Landfall Shoestring Santa, I think either a year or two ago, and it was like the first crate I opened. And funny story, I actually unboxed this like a few minutes before having to like head out to like school, so I just had to sit in my classes just contemplating the fact that I had to leave while I had this, a brand new unusual, just sitting in my inventory. And it does look pretty good. I mean, it's blue, but it's a good Santa cosmetic. I like the purple, plus it's all class, so I literally use it on almost everyone. Plus, because it's sort of like janky, it works good as also like a meme Santa. For the weapons, I kind of switch around. I have the Festive Sky Gun. Sometimes I use the Festive Force of Nature. For the pistol, for the longest time, I always use the Pretty Blaze Pocket Pistol, because it is a good weapon. But for the Festive, sometimes I run Festive Bonk. And then melee, of course, I'm going with the Festive Holy Mackerel. Because Festive Season. D is just that. I don't know, I just kind of threw it together with some crap I had, and it somehow just kind of made this, like, space gremlin loadout, and I just absolutely love it. And especially works great with the magic sign. I also have this strange Babyface Blaster. I don't even use the Babyface Blaster often, but I just kind of use it on this guy. So that was all my Scout. I don't play Scout that often, which is saying a lot because it's like my third most played class. But like recently, I've done a lot of Demo Man. Anyway, on to Soldier. Soldier is probably the one where like I can actually get a full set of unusuals. Like every loadout have an unusual. So this one was also sort of a throw together. I managed to also unbox this Steaming Climbing Commander, and I honestly really like it. Like, it's honestly a good unusual. And then I paired it with a clean style Bruiser's Bandana. And then for added flair, I add the Veteran's Attire, and now I just got this like Ice Climber looking soldier. I have a lot of rocket launchers, like a lot, especially like specialized ones. Right now I'm using this Diamond Bot Killer rocket launcher. I didn't name it this. I got that off of the shop because I bought it a while ago. But yeah, I've been using that. Gunboats, Disciplinary Action. We'll talk about that. It's just kind of a standard loadout. B, I actually made recently because like I think a few hours ago I bought this Patriot's Peak, and I managed to like make a pretty cool looking loadout with the Brawling Buccaneer and then the Operation Two Cities badge to get this sort of like commander, war chief sort of soldier loadout. I honestly want to use the Calmanger a lot more since I have this strange one and have had it for quite a while. Which I'm realizing, how did I get this again? Did I use a... Oh, right, I had a Strangifier. Man, there's nothing really special with the weapons. I just forgot about the... I'll go through the taunts later. But yeah. See, I don't remember... Oh, right. This whole loadout is mainly based on this Orbiting Planets soft cap that I got. So the story behind this Unusual is that I didn't unbox it, but I was in a 2-fort server, which I spend most of my time on, and there was a whole thing where everyone was doing the full Tank Buster set. So the black box, the Battalion's backup, and then the Grenadier soft cap. And I tried to join them, but I didn't have the soft cap. So I did the hardest commitment and bought an Unusual just for that one bit. And I've had it ever since. This isn't the black box that I had during that time. This is one that I bought secondhand a while later. But it's pretty cool. It's a spelled, festivized black box. It's also strange. I don't use black box often, but like, it's still cool. There's a few other stuff that I got, like a normal festive black box, festive rocket launcher. This was meant to be my main rocket launcher, but I never used it again. So now I just kind of got this big stockpile. I don't remember what the... Ah, right. So this is what I was talking about earlier. So, I unboxed this ICU a few days ago, I think. So what I did... Excuse me. Okay, so what I did is... This was just a normal Santa loadout. But I decided that I originally had a scarf on him. But I decided to swap it out for these eyes. Because this does look like a pretty funny... like, loadout for a Santa. So it's both festive and cursed. And also reuses the shoestring Santa. Okay, so Pyro. Pyro's probably the one that I've, like, actively switched out the most. Because, like, I'm constantly changing the appearance of my pyro loadouts. So, earlier this year, during the Halloween event, I managed to unbox a fire breather. And that's just kind of been my main head. It's not on any of these avatars, but it's been kind of like the main thing because a certain character that I've been using for a while, and it kind of reminds me of that, so I've been using it to represent that character in the game. And so we have this. I believe I had, yeah, I was using this hair on it, and it kind of makes it look like a chick. But I swapped it out for the Trapper's Flap, because I also managed to unbox this a few days ago. Just probably the luckiest unlock I've had so far. I did also recently buy this factory new Dragon Slayer Dragon's Fury, because I've been trying to get better with the Dragon's Fury. And it's pretty cool. The detonator is more for mobility, and then I constantly use the volcano fragment. I do have other things that I could be using, like the extinguisher and all that. Begone Thought, Pro Kill Shriek Slap Hand that I haven't used. I bought this like only days after Jungle Inferno, and I haven't used it since. I've had this for 5 years, and I haven't used it since then. It just shows you how good the slap hand is. Or the hot hand. So yeah, that's just kind of my main pyro loadout. B, this one is actually, I've had this for a while. It's actually in reference to a SFM short called I'm pretty sure it's the Dead Ringer. And it was probably my favorite SFM animation that I had seen, because it was really well made, and I absolutely loved the loadout that they had for the pyro. So I decided to use all the money I had saved up and buy myself a Dead of Night, the Combustible Cutie, and even a Strange Cottonhead to recreate the avatar because I loved it so much. So I haven't used it in a while, but I just keep it on in honor, and also because it's really freaking expensive because of this damn thing. C is just kind of something that I kind of threw together, but also kind of found funny. So by accident, I threw on the Seared Sorcerer with the Combustible Cutie, and it gave the Combustible Cutie these big eyes, because of how the Combustible Cutie is convex while the Seared Sorcerer is concaved, which somehow adds this yellow glow around the convex part of the Combustible Cutie eyes. So yeah, the mask of the Seared Sorcerer kind of clips through, which kind of sucks. But otherwise, it's like really funny, but also kind of cursed as well. And then the Brimstone is just kind of there. So I honestly really like how this looked. I just wished that the mask part wasn't there, so it'd look way better. There's probably other ways I could have done it, but that's the way I have it. And then D is, again, another festive loadout. So I bought the Flame Deer, I believe, for another attempt at the whole, like, female pyro thing, which I strangely was into a long time ago. Clearly I don't do it anymore, but, well, except for this, but, literally it's just a Smithmas themed avatar. I will get onto this once we get into the demo men, but otherwise, this is literally just kind of a throw together, and I've never used it. Okay, now for the big head honcho of all the classes that I've played, despite my love for Heavy. Actually, I just realized I have the same amount of items. So yeah, Demo Man, the one class that I've used for the literal longest time. Recently, I've just absolutely loved playing Demo Man, because not only does it take, in my opinion, quite a bit of skill in order to land pipes, you can also just get kills by being a complete drunk dumbass, which is absolutely my playstyle. And that's probably why I love it. It's kind of contradictory with the lock and load, but otherwise, I absolutely love it. So, okay, this lock and load I literally unboxed today. I think like this afternoon. So I threw it on the lock and load because I already had something for another weapon, or just only have that version of the weapon. So I decided, why not do the lock and load? Because I never used the lock and load. Even though recently, I've constantly been using stock. Like, stock Demo Man is just the layout that weapon layout that I've been using for, the entirety that I've gotten back into Demo Man. But recently I unboxed this Stranged Calavera Canvas, and I'm thinking about buying more of I unboxed this, I didn't buy it, but I'm thinking of buying more of this war paint, because it does look extremely good. The black with the purple, and it's only minimal wear, so it doesn't even have that much damage on it. So it looks even better if it was factory new and all, but this looks really good. And then It's like the most used weapon I've had for Demoman. I have killed 716 people with just this bottle. And I called it liver damage. I love it. Nothing really special here. All the special stuff for my Demoman is in the melee. Because, like, I also really like the Claymore. So I got the specialized kill streak one. And I've never used it since. Let's see what else. We got some festive stuff. I do have the head taker. But other than that, yeah. Okay, so now to the loadout itself. I literally haven't changed this in a long time. The only thing that I changed was the Gaelic garb. Because I think I had this replaced with something else. I don't remember what. But this is like my main Demoman loadout. Because I unboxed the Unforgiving Glory, which is like my most favorite cosmetic for Demoman because it just looks so good and it's an underrated cosmetic as well. For like that old geezer Demoman. And then this is, no joke, is the first unusual I ever unboxed. And I've been cherishing it ever since. Though for some reason, personally, it only looks good on my Demoman. I don't know why, but it only looks good on Demoman. But yeah, that's like my main loadout. B, I recently made this because I got the bankroll from the new winter set. And I already had the Torleen, so I decided to make a sort of, you know, like a mobster, businessman-esque Demoman, but like still use the Unforgiving Glory because I love it so much. So it's like the same dude, just he's a mobster now. Amazing, right? C, I really, excuse the voice crack. C is like, I think I had something else with this avatar actually. I believe I matched it with, oh right, the Dust Catcher, and had it was the Dust Catcher and then the Death Stare, and then I had this like Lone Ranger Grim Reaper-esque like vengeful spirit of the West freaking Demoman, and it just looks awesome. I think I'm actually gonna keep it like this. But yeah, I absolutely love the Nightbane Brim from this Halloween. So I've just kind of like used it for this. And strange enough, it's like the only like avatar I've ever seen with it. And then D, of course, is the demo pan. I do have another loadout that I used to use, and it was a full king loadout. So if I can find the pieces, yeah, it's the Dark Age Defender, gotta find it, the Tavish Crown, and then the King of Scotland cape. And this is like my King Demo Knight set. Just a normal, standard Demo Knight set. And based by these points, I have played a lot of Demo Knight. Ooh, I didn't even notice that. It's kind of like the Skeleton King. Dude, okay. That'd be cool, like a Skeleton King loadout. I should so do that. Anyways. Let me fix my thing that I've... Where is it? There it is. Okay, yeah, and D is just a demo pan. Like I said, I got all of the items for Pokemon inventory. I mainly did it for like the 2 best items in the whole thing, being the Dangerous 2 and then the Iron Curtain. Yeah. Not a heavy. I've had this loadout for heavy for a long time. It was meant to be like... Okay, so you know how like every TF2 YouTuber has like a certain class that they main and then have a color designated to them, plus a matching unusual? That's what I was kind of going with this. It's like, you know how Lazy Purple's all about purple, and then, like, Spiky Mikey is about green? This was meant to be mine. So, I got a strange, Parka, this Nuts and Bolts Tough Guys Torque, and then a pair of Breakneck Baggies, and painted them all black. And there you go. I actually like it, because it is kind of like a sort of winter-esque heavy, without using a lot of, like... It's like a winter heavy, but not Christmas. Which is probably, like, the big thing. This minigun, this Specialized Kill Streak... Bot Killer Minigun. I have had this for 6 or 7 years. So, like, the entirety of my time playing TF2. And, additionally, is the first item I had ever bought off of the Steam Marketplace. It is, like, my one pride and joy that I've had for so long. Even though I don't play much heavy nowadays, or use this. Again, I mainly use the Iron Curtain. Ever since I got it. But this was like my main minigun. Secondaries constantly switches around, but most of the time it's the banana and a festive sandwich. And then melee, I did get hails on a pair of strange specialized kill streak fists for no apparent reason. I also have a few strangers of the worst weapons in the game, strange Apoco fist, and that's kind of it. Most of the time I'm using the gloves of yeah. I'm using the Gru, a pair of the festive Gru. B I made recently. So again, with the winter set, they had the heavy heating. So I decided to do the simple route and pair it with the obvious hat that it's supposed to go with, which is the polar bear from winter 2017. And made this sort of like winter ranger style heavy. I also recently got... See, this also proves how recent this is. I unboxed a Pro Kill Streak kit for the Hulan heater. And then today I bought a strange Hulan heater to put that kill streak on. And there you go. You get a strange Pro Kill Streak Hulan heater. Freshly made. But yeah. I honestly really like how this looks. And the heavy heating is a really good cosmetic. C is an avatar that you're probably very familiar with seeing. It's the obvious Jotaro loadout. Now the Starboard Crusader and the Tsar Platinum. And then I throw on my baggies. This Tomislav also has a story. I was doing an unboxing. Not an unboxing video, but just a normal unboxing, and I managed to get a fac new strange portal plastered. And like, there's no way you can't look at this and not think Star Platinum, which is why I named this Star Platinum. And I threw it on Atomislav because I used to use Atomislav a lot. Recently, I've been using more standardized miniguns like the Iron Curtain or the standard minigun, but I still use the Atomislav, of course. Excuse the train that you're probably hearing. They never shut up. Anyway, this loadout is just kind of a representation of me. You know, the jacket, the long hair, the crippling obesity, which is completely wrong. I look more like Scout. I'm skinnier than Scout. Just saying. It's literally just me. That's all there is to it. I'm even using the Iron Curtain. I also have this, which I've never used. I just made it because I really like how it looks. So, yeah. I'm going to keep it on this because I want to use the Hulan heater and this avatar. NG is my least played class. I don't play Engineer. Absolutely don't. I don't like playing Engineer, honestly, which is why he has so little. Like, I can get why Engineer can be fun, but he is not the playstyle for me. Demo Man is the playstyle for me because I can be a drunk son of a bitch. Engineer, I cannot sit in one spot. I just can't do it. I'm too aggressive of a player. I'm too aggressive when I play friggin' Medic, which is a death sentence because I'm ass at Medic, and Medic isn't even a friggin' combat class in the first place. But anyway, this loadout is the last remaining remnant of my old channel. So, my old channel, Springy Productions, was all about, it was a pair of teal glasses, the gibbous, and then a scarf, because I couldn't make my original, you know, OC, for Source Filmmaker. So I decided to make one up on the fly. So then I decided to make a TF2 avatar, also planning for it to be my TF2, my TF2ber loadout for pretty much ever. Which is why these are all the official neckwear, hatwear, and eyewear of the Dead channel. And then weapons, nothing really special there either, because I don't play friggin' NG, except for this Festive Frontier Justice. Secondaries, again, sometimes I'll use the Wrangler, sometimes I don't. And then Wrench, again, I just use stock. Though, recently when I did play, I did use the Southern Hospitality, because when I came back to TF2, after a long hiatus, I, for some reason, played NG and used the Southern Hospitality. I don't know why. It's not like there's anything bad with the Southern Hospitality, it's just kind of what I used. B is a Goblineer Santa. If only I could zoom in, look at them eyes. It's just amazing. But yeah, that's literally all it is. It's just kind of a meme loadout. With pure stock, apparently. You know, let's give him a Jag, a short circuit, because screw it. C is sort of the one that I've been using more. So, yeah, I mixed this hair and a brown paint on Wise Whiskers. And, again, sort of made another avatar that kind of looks like me, despite me never using NG. It's just, again, kind of a throw together. It actually kind of looks like my father, now thinking about it. Anyway, I think I did plan on making, like, a Jerry Garcia NG for my father, because he's all about Jerry Garcia and the Grateful Dead. But I never got around to it. I should do that. I'm sure I can make it. Shouldn't be too hard. And then... and then we have D. A stock engineer. That's all it is. Just stock engie. Okay. Whew, this is going on for a while. Alright, medic. So, medic did have a different loadout when I used it originally. But during the Halloween event, I did some of those Halloween transactions, and I managed to get the vampiric vesture and the Das Blutenleber. Which strangely can be worn on top of existing hats. So I decided to throw on the Globetrotter, and then it ended up making this, which kind of makes it look like I'm wearing a Frozen Icefall top hat. And then a pair of glasses and then the vampire cape. Which I think is clever. Yeah, it clips, but like, it strangely fits because the brim of the Globetrotter is the exact same width as the top hat for the Blutenleber. For weapons, of course, I'm going to use all this. Though I do switch around between the quick fix and stock. And then I, for some reason, have a pro bone saw. Though I do use a Vita saw. I have a festive bone saw too. Anyway. B was originally my main my main medic loadout. I am tired. It's like 1 in the morning. I think 1:30 actually. Or probably closer to 2. Anyway, this used to be my main loadout. I had something else. It wasn't the lavish labware. I think I had... yeah, it was the 9-pipe problem. And then I think a different hat. But now for this I have the Miser's Mutton Chops, the lavish labware, and then the All Hallows Hade. Just kind of to give an excuse to use the All Hallows Hade. Which I want to use more. But I strangely don't because I don't have anything that actually matches with it. Though I do honestly love this hat. Mainly because I'm a junkie for Halloween. I'd kill for an unusual of this hat. Anyway, again, yeah. Festive, crossbow, quick fix, super saw, all that. C is like that deranged, psychotic pumpkin. Where I just run around and abuse people with the Blutsauger. Shit. Excuse that. Yeah, that's literally it. It's just kind of a meme loadout. It's just a creepy pumpkin attacking people with the Blutsauger and then a magic sign. D is the festive Kringle Christmas avatar again. Though it does look really nice on medic. Mainly because you can mix the shoestring Santa with the 9-pipe problem. And it looks really good. Like, unironically really good. Sniper. Another... okay, so out of all the classes that I play, NG, Sniper, and Spy are the ones that I probably play the least of. Like, generally. For Sniper, I did have a completely different avatar for this guy. Or loadout. Which was really bad. But I bought the Crosshair cardigan, and then I think I unboxed another one, which sucks. And then again I unboxed the Trapper's Flap, and then I made a like cozy looking sniper, and I really like it despite me never using sniper. For weapons, here's another story. I decided, because of a Soundsmith video, of course, that I'd nickname a Sydney Sleeper, the piss rifle. Because that's what he called it in one of the videos he made. So I decided, why not take it one step further and go all in, balls deep, and make the most expensive, most joked out, pimped out piss rifle that I could. So I went out and bought a strange Sydney Sleeper with the exorcism spell, just to add a little bit of touch. And then I added a pro kill streak kit that was the Deadly Daffodil, which is yellow, which is the same color as Australium. And then I named it the Australian Piss Rifle. And then I add a little joke, while weapon is active, show everyone how much money you wasted on this joke. And it is my most favorite weapon next to the Iron Curtain and my original minigun. I absolutely love this thing, despite never playing Sniper. And it works out, because I am shit at Sniper. For secondaries, I did have... excuse me. I did have just a straight Girardi called Piss, but I used it to make a Mad Milk, which is ironic. And then I also have a strange Bushwhacker called the Pisswhacker. So yeah. B, I also made this recently. I recently bought the Rifleman's Regalia and then a classic capper and made this nice looking tan brown, like older style ranger, like military ranger sniper. Still using the piss rifle, though I do plan on getting the AWP. Or actually, I can use the Bizarre Bargain on it. Ooh, actually, that looks great. Yeah, screw it. I'm just going to use the Bizarre Bargain on this one. But yeah, and then I also had this strange Outback Intellectual for a long time. And then since I could use it, I just kind of threw it on, and now he has a pipe. Yeah. C was the Piss Worm, because I had the winter wrap-up. And then I bought a pair of Geroniments. And then see, I have the full piss set. And it's literally, it's just the piss monger. That's what I'm going to call it, the piss monger set. And then D was an attempt. I think it was originally a festive loadout. Originally like this one. But then I switched out and attempted at making like a Roman Spartan kind of loadout. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look the worst. I wanted to give the scoped Spartan a use because I had bought it originally for this loadout and then I couldn't use it. So I decided to throw together these two to try and make a sort of like medieval sniper, and I can probably make this look a lot better. Whew, and then we're on to our last one, the Spy. This is another loadout that I've had for a long time. There was a moment where I was like a big Spy main, sort of. So I decided to try and make the coolest Spy loadout that I could that had its own flair. So I went with the obvious No Mercy and the Charmer Chapeau. But then I decided to do the Showstopper because it was probably the best looking jacket that I could find for Spy. And it ended up coming out really good. And the Zephaniah's Greed is in reference to an old loadout that I used to run, where it was the Gibbous, this Distinguished Rogue, which still has the original paint on it. And then I had... I don't remember what it's called, but it was a rose. And it was also in Zephaniah's Greed. So the color is in reference and honor to that old loadout. The weapons have no significance. There is a strange revolver that I've been using because I like going gun spy. Some other strange weapons. I don't use this ever anymore. Because for some reason the bot is just broken. And then I've constantly been using stock. That's mainly all I use. I just use stock spy. This one is like a goofy Halloween-esque loadout. So I've had the Voodoo Curse Spy Soul for a long time. And then I've also had this the Undercover for a long time. And then I found out you can match the Binoculus with it, and then I ended up making this. Which, like, unironically looks amazing. I don't know why, but it just strangely looks the, like, best, like, ever. It just looks the best. I love it. C is the Santa loadout, because every loadout has a Santa loadout. You get the Shoestring Santa, you get the Dead of Night. I'm going to switch this out for the more Santa-esque or better winter jackets for Spy. And then the Bandit Boots, because it's like the one thing I keep getting from the Violet Vermin collection that I constantly get. It's just these pair of boots. And I've just been wearing them ever since because I keep getting them back. And then D is also a throw together. It was a full pumpkin loadout originally. Because I had the Gourd's Grin. I matched it with the Gruesome Gourd and Sir Pumpkington. But then I ended up getting the Lurking Legionnaire through some case unboxings, which I also did today. So I decided why not. And it actually looks a lot better with the Legionnaire. Strangely enough. I could switch out the Sir Pumpkington for something else. I think I found it. Why does that look good? Okay. Yeah. Why does that look so good? I found it by accident. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, the taunts. Aren't a lot. I guess I can demonstrate. Yeah, I'll just show in the backpack. But yeah, that was all the loadouts. Now it's for the backpack. So, as you can see, I've recently did some case openings, crates openings, just to try and empty out the plethora I have. The next 3 pages are just... God damn it! Are just, like, weapons that I did lay out to, like, primary, secondary, melee for all the classes. Just to get some organization. There are, like, some of the, like, special ones that are just kind of thrown in there. I think I had a couple kill streak kits. I think... Yeah, here it is. I had one for the Vaccinator, and then I had one for a wrench. They were just normal kill streak kits. 10 is for, like, sorta special quality. So, like, the vintage items I still have, and then my war paints. All going up from rank. I really like this freaking lock and load. But yeah. 11 is, like, the big honcho main favorite items that I have. Which is slightly outdated. Because I don't even use this loadout anymore. It's just friggin' the other one. This is like all of my absolute favorite items. So like I have my I have the full spy loadout. I have my heavy loadout. I have the special pyro loadout. And then I have like all my unusuals and other special items. So like my original popper, the original hats I have, my unusual hats I have, the 2 miniguns I love, my magnum opus, the Globetrotter, my Spriggy set, my pan, this Natasha I got from Dio, which is just here because I got it from Dio. Dangerous 2, the 2 piss rifles, my Star Platinum, my other special stuff, the Lugermorth, the Enthusiast Timepiece. Yeah, and then rail spikes, because I have that for some reason. 12 is my incomplete collection of every festive weapon. This is nearly a full collection. All I need is a festive bat. All I need is a straight festive bat, and then I'll have a complete collection of every festive weapon in the game. And I take pride in this collection. And these are all limited. They're the limited ones, not festivized. All limited. 13 is all my tools. So like tour duty tickets, the transfer tools, mini games, unused war paints, other stuff. Just kind of all it is. Even these fabricators. Blade. I do have a specialized conniver's kunai. For Deadly Daffodil. This one's mean green. Yeah. And then this is all for my cosmetics. So like I also did get like a lot of this other stuff recently that I have yet to use. I'll find some use for these because these are like good cosmetics. These are all from recent unboxings because on 22 I have a big collection of Wicked Windfall because I am going for a unusual All Hados Hade. Or even just an unusual from the 2020 line. So that's why there's all these, because I had recently done an unboxing. And then there's just more stuff. I keep forgetting. I do have a pug mug. I don't know why I haven't used it yet. Oh, right, because I don't play friggin' NG. And there's just more cosmetics. 17 is all my strange weapons, so anything that's strange quality. Which includes my bot killers. So, like, I have a bot killer. This is another sort of collection I have. I have a bot killer for every class. Like, every class that can have a bot killer, I bought a bot killer weapon for it. The only one that is not up here is the minigun. By the way, it's just a bunch of other strange stuff that I have, including the new Hulo long heater I have. 21, this is all my taunts. So, like, they're all just normal taunts. The ones I will go over are the unusuals and the one specialized one that I have. Except for this, because I got this one. This is like the only. Okay. Story about this one. My Schadenfreude. I got this from a trade. And I don't do trading. This is like the one of the only few things that I've gotten via trade. And it was called Who Wouldn't Laugh. I don't know why you would name a taunt, but like I did. I also have this. I made this the day, I think the day, or pretty close to the day, that Rick May unfortunately passed away. And for those of you who don't know, Rick May was the voice of Soldier, which means we'll never get a new Soldier voice lines. So I got this taunt and named it in honor, and I am planning on getting an unusual fire for this taunt to make it even more special. The rest are just unusuals that I got. I have a Midnight Whirlwind Russian Arm Race, a Screaming Tiger Conga, Amethyst Winds, Fubar Fanfare, which, funny enough, is the exact... Here, I'll show. It's the exact same effect as my Santa hat, which means you get this. Same effect and same color pairing with the unusual. Alright, that's enough. And then I also have a Minty Suppress. Excuse me. Wait. No, I'm good. Obliterated. Which does look pretty good. It's a nice Christmas tree. So yeah, that's it. 22 is the Christmas collection. 23 is just robot parts. Same with 24. Yeah. That's about it. I don't know how long this video's been going on, but that is my full collection. This is my full collection and all my loadouts for TF2 in December of 2022, only a few days away from 2023. So I hope you enjoyed. Again, happy holidays. Happy New Year when that happens in a few days. And I'll see you all in the next video. But until then, I'll see you soon. Now, I really hope that's saved. Oh, I'm still recording. You can stop now.